What's up, guys? This is my part 3 video from the November Sawmill game. Links will be down in the description below. It picks up directly where the second part left off. We have
where that knoll comes out, there's
pushed
3 of
into enemy territory, what I'm going to call the northern end of their territory, and are more or less in a position to assault the enemy FOB. So right now I'm just telling a sniper that there's some guys on the knoll there in front of me. I don't know why I was so fixated on them, because nobody could hit them from where we were, but I was. Anyway, if you see the position of this cover that we're hiding behind, in the previous video, knocked it over. And so this is where it sits. It's actually not a very good place for it. And for some reason I keep coming back to this spot. Which brings up one thing, is that if you're pinned down from someplace and you get away from it, don't go back to it. In this video, I don't do that. I keep going back to this spot. I don't know why, I just kept doing it. But anyway, I'm taking shots. I think I'm taking shots from that bunch of brush there in front of me, that green brush where my gun's pointing. But I'm not actually. There's actually somebody down in the very bottom of the gully ravine thingy, and he's shooting at us. So as you can see, there's 3 of us behind this one little piece of cover, and then I can decide that I need to get up and move. And for some reason today, people were getting a little upset, which will happen right about now. So what happens is, the guy on the enemy team thinks that one of our guys wasn't calling his hits.
It's not worth it.
And comes up and full autos him from less than 5 feet away.
It ain't worth it.
And obviously that didn't go well.
Hey, don't do that. We're better than them. We don't need to do that. Yeah, you have a reason
So I
to be
try
mad,
to defuse the situation
but it ain't worth starting
as
fight
best
over.
as I can. It ends up happening.
I know.
So,
but this field's too good to have
it's
that
airsoft.
be kicked
People
off.
think that they hit people. People don't feel that they hit people. It happens. I was just a shame that it escalated this far, that the guy went as far as he did and came up to one of the guys on my team. But such is airsoft. So we're trying to keep pushing down this hill, and at this point I've collected a couple things, and
his goggles.
I'll be able to pass that off here pretty quick.
Hey, the best thing you can do is report it to an admin.
Here I run from one of our medic, saving the lives and all the things, and being a general good person.
Hey, green backpack. Are you guys collecting stuff? I got stuff for you.
So I get the stuff packaged up, ready to go to this guy who's running secondary on our lines, just collecting stuff. The one thing I want to mention is that in real war, I don't know anything about it, but I imagine that they don't typically
take this,
lay down and stuff.
Take this.
This is airsoft, so you can get away with hiding the majority of your body by laying down and just exposing the bare minimum. So earlier in the video, you saw me kind of poking out with my gun. What I was doing was I was just laying down backwards away from the cover and only exposing my shooting arm, the gun, and my head. and then whenever I was getting shot at, I would more or less roll over on my side away from it. You can get away with airsoft because it's airsoft BBs. You're not moving that fast, or they're not moving that fast, and they're not going to kill you. So that's the thing you can take into consideration for low cover like that, where you don't really have the opportunity to stay crouched for a super long amount of time, or if you just don't like staying crouched for a super amount of time. You can lay down and just roll over just a little bit, just enough to expose the bare minimum to shoot the people shooting at you.
Probably not. That's over Thanksgiving break.
And it also well, that was a shitty transition, wasn't it? But it also minimizes your
on the
profile.
Trailer? That far trailer is all
from
good.
the enemy view. So just a thought, if you see low cover like that, instead of trying to get on your hands and knees, as long as, like in this situation it worked because I was attacking a static position. They weren't moving that often. We were the ones, we were the ones who are moving, if any movement at all. So they were more or less going to be where they were going to be every single time, which is why I could get away with it. So right here, Parker finds the enemy ammo can. He apparently snuck up close to their fob and stole it. It wasn't in their fob, clearly, because he couldn't have gotten away with that. But we then leave the fighting.
CO, we got
and
another
take
medic
this ammo can back to the tan fob and explain, both the fight and stuff, what happened to our CO, if you call it fight.
In there.
But
in there. CD.
The ammo can reduces a minute off of your bleed out. This day it didn't really seem like too many people were following the bleed out times, but that's the purpose of the ammo cans. You find the ammo cans, it reduces your bleed out. Here in a bit you'll see that one of our teammates will turn in a water can or a gas can, something like that, and it'll give us a mobile respawn, which I take and proceed to,
I want to check in with the CO first.
Just mess around, like screw over our team for a little bit. But there's that. There's also stuff like patches, medic bands, medic patches, stuff like that.
Second ammo
It
can
adds
secured.
a
How
better
copy?
dynamic to the game. What you saw me put in the backpack was a cell phone
Second
and a
ammo
thing
can
for intel,
secured.
or like a pill bottle or something like that. But it had the cell phones you can use for IEDs. The bigger the pieces, like if it's a stick of dynamite, if it's a can of propane, or if it's something else, I don't know what the big one is. It increases the blast radius.
He had a helmet wrap on.
So anyway, we're taking our ammo can back to the fob.
He has
let him
like
know
a pink
ahead of
and
time,
white
so he knows we're coming.
dead rag. Yeah.
So yeah,
I guess the guy seemed to
always
think
try
that
to be, if you go to a Sawmill
hit him,
game, always try to be
so he
observant
walked up
to
and
what's
pulled out on
around
him.
you.
And then
Because,
Tyler started to get up. To go
9
beat
out of
his
10
ass.
times,
I managed to
there
stop
might
him.
be something close that you can pick up.
He won't do it unless it's justified.
Yeah.
If he's got friends, tell him not to do it. He can do this.
Yeah, it was on camera, so if it's ever disputed.
So, also another thing for these bigger events, you always be observant. So right here I see some of green
Other side of the
pushing up
bushes!
behind
Other
the
side
merchant
of the
stand, and they
bushes!
end up taking out a couple of our dudes. But because I
Hey,
see it,
guys, watch
I'm
out!
able to warn some of the tan that are near the merchant stand that they're there. A lot of times I've taken advantage of people who are just casually walking back to places, not necessarily to respawn, but I've taken advantage of them not looking around themselves and move. So here you may see me make a mistake. I'm messing around, I take a magazine out of my gun, and I don't put one in. and it almost gets ugly. So here we are. We get back to our fob, talking to our CO, fumbling around with my magazines. We're talking about what's happening, and we see a guy walking up.
With our guy.
And you'll see here in a second.
Apparently, the guy said that he hit our guy. Our guy said he didn't get hit, so this guy walks up the hill and just full autos him.
Like from me to you.
He's that one right there, our guy, with the pink and white bandana.
On his head?
On his arm. Right there walking. Yeah. That's him. Yeah. It's not on my camera, but it's on someone else's, I think. And once I'm here, I can take this off, right?
Respawn is down that way.
Oh, well, I'll keep it on then.
Yeah. Are you dead?
No, I've only been hit. Or I've been medic by a teammate and medic by the medic. This is the medic by the medic.
Okay, so yeah, after that one you'll have to bleed out and we'll go respawn.
Which is all the fucking way down there?
Yeah. Well, take these in and those might actually move it to here.
Okay.
I'll take this one and you go back in the field.
Alright, so we load up and we start to go, and you saw me swing my gun over my back. So not only is it on my back, but it's on my back without a magazine in it. And if you watch, you see the guy running up towards us there by the cars. He's actually on green team. And so I drop the ammo can, fumble around with a magazine, and before he gets close enough to hit us if he really wanted to try.
Hey!
So luckily everyone else was ready, but I was fumbling around with everything because I didn't reload my gun. If you take a magazine out on the field of play, reload your gun. Always put a new magazine in, because that could have been really, really bad.
Hey, there's a bunch of, he's talking to green people down there.
More or less cut my pants down on that one. So, future efforts, guys.
That guy behind the tree. No, the tree right in front of us.
So we start taking our loot to turn it in to get all of our perks, and the guys, not the guys, but we see some more pushing in the trees around the merchant stand.
He's in the trees.
So we take a few pot shots at him. They get taken out, and here comes up a little bit of confusion.
What?
As we're advancing, we also have some tan guys coming into the merchant stand on the other side. And we play the "Who are you" game, and before I tell them who we are, I pull my guys into cover. That way we have something to hide behind, just in case it doesn't go right. So there again, it was, I wanted to make sure that but the guys that I was with and well, whatever, English Nazis, have fun with that one, were safe before stating who we were affiliated with, because you never know.
We got 2 more ammo cans for tan.
So I'm just going to let this merchant stand exchange go down, and I'll talk about something after it.
So that knocks another minute off your bleed out, so you're down to 3-minute bleed out. Nice. Tan, we have a 3-minute bleed out. Repeat, 3-minute bleed out. What do we have to find for spawns? That small water can is actually a gas can, so that can get moved up. Now here, I got this. You can set your mobile respawn wherever you want it. Okay. Pick one of the FOBs, or one of the control points that you control. You can use that as a respawn. Okay. medic up if you want.
Let's get it. If we want to.
How much is it worth? 25.
What do we?
Fair amount. Probably 100 points, but
What do we have to do to get more medic bands?
25 bucks. And you
25
guys
bucks?
have plenty of money in the bank. So
I got a medic band if anybody wants it.
Hey, CO, how copy?
I've been saving the money that you guys turned in.
Hey, Nick.
You the medic now too?
I'm not a medic yet.
Well, you can turn it in, and I'll put it in your bag, and it'll be worth pointing out.
CO, how copy?
So here I am trying to get
CO.
the attention of CO, even though I can see he's, well, I don't know how well it comes
We
across.
are
on the
buying
camera,
more
but
medic bands.
I can see that he's taking cover behind somebody and shooting at them.
Yeah, we'll go ahead and buy some medic
So I
bands.
kind of try to get his attention, but it doesn't go somewhere or go so well. So I just decided to make an executive decision. You know, if you're out part of Sawmill, don't be afraid to do something.
All right, we'll take this.
Don't hesitate to do something just because you can't get a hold of your CO. So I made the executive decision to go ahead and buy some more medic bands and
Hey, our fob's getting pushed.
return to the fight. I
Guys,
tried to
our
get my
fob is
guys to
getting
go
pushed.
with me, you know, saying that
Our fob's getting
they're
pushed.
pushing up on our fob, and I take off. On my way back to help out at the fob, I'm deciding whether or not to take the flag to the fob, which is under attack right now, or move it somewhere else. Last I knew, my guys were still pushing on the enemy fob, so technically our northern flank was safe. So that's where I decided to
Our
take the
mobile
flag.
respawn
The
will
problem
be the
is that it
control
was
point
up
up
a
the hill.
What I should have done was taken it to the fob and then medic the people that I could and add my gun to the fight, because the Crytacs are pretty well set up stock. But anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Links will be in the description below. Stay tuned.